Go, 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 go. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in my Star Wars KoToR playthrough. Last time we left off, we had just finished the quest about the Sandra Matale feud, where two young adult members of each family had fallen in love with each other, a la Romeo and Juliet, with less murders and things. Except there were murders involved with a tangentially related quest, and we figured that one out too. But now we are on to the primary quest line on Dantooine, which is investigating these strange ruins that I parked ourselves outside of, because Bastila and I have been sharing dream vision type things about them. So we're gonna go investigate them, because what could possibly go wrong with that?
Yes?
Before we enter them, though, I have a couple characters ready with some level ups, so I will allocate those points real quick. Oh, this guy does have these guys. Okay, fair. It just wasn't showing up properly. Let's do Lightsaber Affinities, because I use lightsabers now. And I'm going to spec into some stun droid bits with aims of getting that leveled up sooner rather than later. And for Karth, just keep doing same old for the most part, I think. Give him some toughness so he has more HP, so he can be a bit of a ranged tank for us. Sounds reasonable. Alright, let's go into the wild unknown. Spooky. There's even little bits of fog and things. That's kind of impressive for a game from the early 2000s. Hello, ancient droid. Well, that's helpful. What are you trying to say? There's a kid trapped in a well. Show us where, show us where. Bastila, do you know what this droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
Can reproduce any number of languages spoken by the slaves of the builders. I recognize this language.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manan.
Manan.
Why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. Hopefully their name was not Bob. But you are not of the slave species, neither are you of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
Referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Why are you here? I am the overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves, while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. Ooh. Starforge. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. Who are the builders? Great masters of the galaxy, conquerors of worlds, rulers of the infinite empire, and creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Something must have wiped the builders out. Empire Builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? Been here ever since the completion of the monument, and all this time no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. What is the Starforge? Glory of the builders, apex of their infinite empire, a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. But what does it do? Not gonna get any more specific. Pretty sure that's Basila's next line, actually. Close to.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapons plant?
That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
How was your day? How long have you been here? Chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of this system's outermost planets around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
Very efficient power generation on that thing. No mistake. Builders constructed my circuitry using technology of the Starforge, and the calculations are infallible. What is 2 plus 2? Tell us about Revan and Malak. Sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. Proved themselves worthy. Discovered the secrets of the Forge, locked beyond the sealed door. But there was another who failed to unlock the secrets, paid the ultimate price. Taxes. Definitely taxes.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo.
I guess Marlin will have to go home unsuccessful this time.
And it cost him his life.
How can I prove myself worthy? East and west. Let's do it. Those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Okay. Let's do the do. Hello, Nemo.
Yes?
Yes?
What, you don't have a lightsaber on you? Jeez. Oh well. Cycle the armor down a bit.
Sure.
Give my main character the best armor that he can use, of course. Oh no. Droids. How come these are hostile, but that guy wasn't? Wasn't really a guy, I guess. But, you know. Droidy doo. Fight, fight, fight. Whack-yaw. Good thing there's not friendly fire in this game, otherwise I think my main character would have got a blaster shot to the back of the head from this angle. Woo! I disabled it. Go me. Who can do it?
There, take that. You shall fall.
Cool. Okay. Wreckage. Woo! Droid upgrades. I'm sure T3 will be thrilled. Alright, let's do a quick save just in case, because old game is old game. Ancient Terminal. Yes, let's mash all the buttons at random. That'll work. Talk to the computer. That seems reasonable. Ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Screen flickers to life and a stream of incomprehensible characters scrawl across it. Computer goes silent, its screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. You hear one of those tones softly echoed by your datapad. Small data receptacle opens in front of the ancient machine. Insert the datapad. Interfacing with the datapad, screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin appearing on the screen. I don't know how to pronounce those. Hershki, Jusuf, so Etasuf. Let's go with that. It's close enough. Is there no more options? Oh, okay. Talk to the computer. Goes silent, humming softly, processing data from the datapad. Hopefully I'm teaching it how to use the language properly. Datapad is released from the receptacle. The machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Continue. Woo! Did it. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed world types. Okay. Ah, yes. Oceanic, grassland, and arboreal. Woo. Computer stands ancient and still. Is that it? I guess it's time to go to the other one. That was a lot quicker than I remember it being, but maybe it's just because I did the right things in a quicker sequence this time. Okay, level west. Let's call it level west. Yeah. It's got a shield. Oh no. I am the Frozen.
You asked for this.
No, I didn't. Get him. Okie dokie. I'm gonna turn the sound down a tad. Paranoid about such things, you know. Combat things, at least.
You asked for this.
Yeah, that's probably better. Come on, little guy. He's a toughin'.
You
Much
cannot
much
win.
tank, such E. Ooh, we did it. Oh, and my character remembered to heal. Good for it. Bastila
Yes?
level up, yeah. Here, have some awareness and some treat injury. Stasis sounds good. It's the equivalent of the stun droid ability, but for human or sentient, organic type creatures. Ancient computer hums and throbs. Talk to it. Goes silent. I guess we have to teach this one how to do language as well. Makes sense. Talk. Cool. Okay. Death giving. Right. So desert, volcanic, barren. Okay. Is that all you need, boo? Did I win, Mr. Ancient Droid Man? Hello? How do I prove myself worthy? I guess... unless the door is open now. It is open now, okay. I expected some big monumentous thing telling me it had unlocked or something. I guess I was asking too much. Ooh, it's a Spiky Doo. Hello, Mr. Spiky Doo. And thus spawns Cortana. Not quite. That would have been interesting, though. Crossover.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
What is the Starforge?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here?
Key was the
This looks
beautiful
like
key.
Korriban, the Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk and Tatooine.
You can tell that
is
from
Hizmanat. There are
dots.
pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace
I don't know
coordinates,
about that one.
corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds have more
I was thinking
clues.
that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the
Sounds
Starforge,
reasonable.
and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide the
Okay.
next course of action. Though I suspect our
Sounds
task
the
has only
good
just
to
begun.
me. Let's see, can I teleport back to my ship from here? No. I can probably do it once I go outside though. Just to save a smidge of time. Speedy doos away. Da, 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 da. Da, da. I find it weird that the screen goes all blurry because of the force speed animation whenever I am using WASD to move around, but once I click on something it goes away. To the Ebon Hawk. I think I'm going to take this time to... Oh, I was going to do precisely that already anyway. I'm going to catch up on the character-specific storylines a bit if I can for my party members. Hello, Bastila.
How can I help?
You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Okay. Doesn't that bond mean my presence is necessary?
Necessary, perhaps, but it is no guarantee of our success. I admit, I'm a little disturbed that such a bond could be
Rude.
possible in the first place. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
That's inconsistent with what some of the information Karth gave us early on, you know. Okay, I will answer a few
Don't
questions.
worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
It's a picture of League of Legends characters. Smuggler before I joined the fleet.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Yarth.
Excellent. Your current age is?
With number 1.
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
Did I pass?
You were honest, which is
Do I
good.
get to move on?
And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
What if I don't want to think about all of this? Hey, Karth,
what's on your
let's have a conversation. You've been very quiet lately.
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your
Oh
concern,
no.
Karth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will.
They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
Bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's
because I'm the protagonist, darn
or
it.
to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi
And I have
Council.
lovely, lovely hair.
Give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
I'm running out of diplomatic answers to these questions that aren't going to frustrate Mr. Karth further, aren't I? Let's go with number 1. Be a little bit combative.
No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just, damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I am not going to betray you.
We'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Okay. Let's see if Mission or Zalbar have anything to say. Or Candaris, for that matter. Is anybody in here? Hello, Mission.
Hey there. What can I do?
Can I have a security spike?
No problem. Just so happens I've got one here I've been working on. Here you go. I'll just add it to our inventory. Anything else you need?
Why does a character in universe use a term like inventory? No, something about the... No, not that one. Let's talk about your brother.
I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems. There might be something to what she said.
He is your brother, Mission.
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
Kind of like how you came to Terrace in the first place.
Well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing
Just a bit.
my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him. I need to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
Smack him across the face. You'll know what to say when the time comes.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak
Mission's
to Griff myself.
growing up a little
If we have
bit,
time,
guys.
I'd like to go talk to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
Okay. Should I see if there's a story development with little T3? Maybe. Beep, boop, 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 boop. You don't talk much, do you? Beep, boop, 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 boop. Just chime in if you ever have any advice. Beep. Enough said. Programming spike. Free stuff. Hello, Zalbar. You make me a grenade. Everybody likes giving me free stuff today. Woo. Help me with a problem. Guess he doesn't want to share his story yet. You don't trust me? Ways of my people are not for outsiders to know. Have to be content with that. And I will leave you be. Supplies. Anything in here? No? Okay. Metal box. Anything in here? Nope. Compartment.
No
Open.
problem. Didn't work.
Impossible. Impossible. Okay, Candace, it's your turn to have a little heart-to-heart after I do some workbenchy things. Right, upgrade. Oh, I do have things. Increased attack, stun chance, and increased attack. Energy bonus. Let's do this guy and this guy. Sounds fun. How about you? You can have the other two. There you go, Pastula. Upgrades. Hello.
Yeah, what do you want?
Adrenal stimulants.
Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest. Here's a stamina-boosting stimulant. There anything else you need?
War stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
What happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
Woo. Sounds fun. You dropped from orbit with a droid.
The euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer
Someone's an
plunge through the
adrenaline
atmosphere,
junkie.
dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path.
Port
The
generators.
explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
Some fight.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. Is there something?
Nothing more for now. Alright, so that's character stuff's caught up. So I'm going to go talk to the Jedi Council now. Whee! Zoop doops. Go faster. Faster, faster, faster. Faster, faster, faster. Hello? Ooh.
Ah, you have returned.
No, I haven't.
Padawan.
It's an
Have you
illusion.
discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins.
It was a cake recipe.
This news of a Star Forge
I picked the
is
first
disturbing.
option, since cake
Action is
recipe wasn't
required,
available.
But we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why
How come
Revan and
Bastila knew
Malak
offhand
sought it
that that
out.
wasn't the
Return to your
case,
ship
but the
with Bastila,
masters
and we will summon
are still
you
gonna
when we are
double
done.
check. What else are they
Padawan,
going to do, I
You
guess?
have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the
I
ancient
know.
ruins. But there is
I'm just
more
so
you
good at
must do
this.
in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Oh no.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak
Okay.
sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets,
Oh.
but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star
Hopefully we
maps
can
on
find the
Kashyyyk,
corners first.
Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban.
It's usually how I try to
We believe they will
solve
lead you
puzzles.
to the Star Forge.
I will do the Council's will
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged
to progress
by
the
this war,
story.
by defections to
Things.
Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone.
I gather that
Bastila
the
will
conversation I had with Karth outside of the
powerful
ship
connection
was
between
kind of out of order
a connection that
with
might
this
be the key
conversation, because
to
I hadn't
unraveling
been on a
the
mission to
mysteries
find the star
uncovered by
maps
Revan.
yet.
And Juhani
Oh
has
well.
also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
New
Juhani nearly
Jedi.
fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you
Ooh.
of the dangers of that path.
There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You
Nah,
will
I'm
not be
gonna
able to
tell
hide
the
fact
entire
that you are a
planet
Jedi.
every time I reach a
Nor
new
should you.
planet what I'm doing.
But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time.
Does he still have
Dantooine will be a
ears?
sanctuary for
Space Mass doesn't
you, a
replace
safe
those.
haven.
Okay.
Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The
Young
lure of the dark
Padawan.
side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead
Well,
you
there's
down
your
an all
answer.
too
Just get a
familiar
bigger
path.
lure to catch the fish
fate
for
of
the light
galaxy
side.
is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge.
Maybe a nice piece
May
of
the Force be with
cheese
you.
or something. Okay. Let's see. Did we finish all of the functional quests for this guy? You have so we might still have some Mandalorian raiders to cleanse out. And we also still need to talk to the lady whose droid we destroyed, because the droid didn't want to be a sex bot. So we'll go do those things and clean up the rest of the minor quests on Dantooine before we leave. Could possibly go wrong. Is Juhani still sitting out here? Juhani. She's probably in the Ebon Hawk by now. Okay. And also, apparently, I still need to find some Mandalorian raiders, which is a surprise to me. Hey folks.
How may I be of
Not these guys.
Fair.
This guy?
Have you found the Mandalorian?
Killed some of them.
Good. But now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've Thank you.
I will come back if I find their leader. Hello, Elise.
My droid is still missing.
Your droid had to be destroyed.
My droid? Destroyed? No. No, this cannot be happening.
Except it
I
is.
can't bear to live without him.
Poor crazy lady. Oh well. Maybe she'll find another protocol droid out there. Plenty of droids in the market. Alright, let's just take it as completionist as we can to find this group of Mandalorian raiders. Maybe they're somewhere in this area that I haven't really explored to its full extent yet. Well, there's a ship full of people. Well, not a ship, a speeder. Alright, save game. Hopefully they don't kick my face in and stuff. Energy shields up. Adrenal staminers. Shields up. What do I not have? I don't have any more adrenal stimulants. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, we go.
Yes?
You've been holding out on us again. Since you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take
Nice job. Way to be cowardly. Ugh.
Wife and children.
So rude.
Sounds like a good...
I'm not wife and children. Why are you targeting me? Well, that went quickly. I'm guessing these guys weren't the boss.
How'd you like that?
And if they were, I am disappointed. Okay. Remains. Mandalorian datapad. Equipment pack. Okay. What's in the datapad then? I guess they're tracking me. Interesting. Alrighty. Let's go this way then. Wish me luck, friendos. Maybe they're in cahoots with the Matales. Cahoots madoots. Hello. Beep boop.
Master Matali has left orders to deny you entrance into the estate. He suspects you to... A grievance will be filed with the council.
I'm sure the council will realize these accusations are completely unfounded. The Matale grievance will...
Okay. Think that there's probably nothing back here in terms of Mandalorians. This is a little close to the actual estate. Maybe there's something back over here, though. Ooh, there's a cat hound. That's something. Hi-yaw. Hi-yaw. Good work, team.
Yes?
No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Oh, wait, I have explored this area.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat
Blind
of the Mandalorians.
faith is a dangerous
The
thing
wisdom
too,
of the
you know,
Masters saw
Bastila.
beyond the immediate threat.
What did you see?
There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the
These two
Mandalorians.
have a lot of fervor for their side of the
Revan and
argument,
Malak
don't
offered
they?
a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Nice to know my little party of heroes is getting along so well. Let's go fight this doodad. I'm gonna keep going. What are you doing, Bastila?
That hurt, I bet.
Poor thing. Didn't really stand up too well, did it? Oh well. Let's see, anything down here? I've already pretty well explored this area. I'm gonna go check this side though. Oh, hello, Cathound. How did you get in the middle of us?
That hurt, I bet.
I guess you were just standing here all along, huh? Making sure my party's following. Oh, Mandalorians. You're stuck on nothing. Good job. Mandalorians. Anybody home? Path south. We keep going south, I guess, to the Sandral grounds. Path north, path north. One assumes that this will work out okay. Huh. I managed to get rid of the blurry bits a little bit. Interesting. I don't like the blurry bits very much. I'm okay with that. Go team.
That hurt, I bet.
Or Cathound. There might be a more permanent way to get rid of them that I'm not aware of, to be fair. Unsure. I think this is about as south as we get.
How'd you like that?
Let's make this quick.
Let's make this quick. To the grove. Hello, you just teleported. And now combat sounds aren't working?
Let's make this quick.
Except for... And the... I'm saving the game. It's getting kind of buggy. I think the Mandalorians back there are the ones we were looking for, but we just walked right past them.
What?
Okay.
Ready?
Sure.
Who's your shield do?
What can I do?
You can fight.
Yes?
Get the baddies. Hello.
Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi.
My bad.
I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know
Lightsabers.
why the Mandalorians are feared.
Because they smell funny. Let's see. Just in case, I'm gonna start with a salvo of grenades. Why are you so far back? Whatever. And you...
What can I do?
Come on, go.
Sure.
Are you coming, Bastila? Yes. Okay.
Yes?
Shieldy doos. Oh no, my horsey doos didn't work on the big boss guy. Oh well. The introduction of force powers paired with energy shields seems to be helping with the combat things quite a bit, at least.
Sure.
Woo! If nothing else, the having heals is nice. We did it! Lightsabers! Woo! One of them's a red lightsaber. How peculiar. Higher top end, but lower bottom end. But higher bonus, so still better. Okay. We've got dual lightsabers! Woo! Anything else in here? No? Okay. Alright, now I think that's actually the rest of the stuff for this area. She ran off towards the Enclave, so maybe there's a little bit more in there for that one. Alright, so let's go back to the Enclave and see if there's anything left for the rest of those quests. Okay, fine, let's talk to Bastila. Let's talk about a dream!
I do? How did you know?
Well, that first one's a little rude, isn't it? Educated guess.
I'm a Jedi. I am far too disciplined to betray my emotions with outward physical displays. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking, the bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone
Or
around
Karth. What do you think I should
I don't
do?
think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against.
Yes, because having a sense of humor is totally the path to evil. I will try.
Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
Okay. Works both ways.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate your help.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Okay. Kazakh player. Oh, well, there's Elise. And here's the Romeo and Juliet couple. Hello, Elise.
I took the loss of my droid much too hard. I feel I must apologize.
There is no need.
But I must. I was much too attached to my droid. It was all that was left of my husband, you see. Maybe I thought that through the droid, my husband could live again, be with me still.
I think we understand. Love can do strange things to anyone.
But I went too far. I could not see what was missing in living a normal life. Fortunately, in my grief, I returned here and ran into Samt, an absolutely fascinating man.
Seems quite nice.
Samt and I got to talking, and, well, we have a lot in common. I think we'll be seeing more of each other. It's funny how things work out in the end. Maybe there is such a thing as fate, after all. But I think we should be going now.
Okay.
We have so much more to talk about. I just wanted to thank you for what you've
I wonder
done for
how
me
the guy
and
who's
what
a
you tried to do.
rebound to a girl
Goodbye,
who was
and
previously
thank you.
involved with a droid feels. Whatever. Anything more these two can say?
I'm sorry we have nothing of value to give you as a reward. Our families have cut us off completely. Had the council not taken us in, we would be foraging in the wilderness to survive.
Glad I could help.
When I first met Shen, I feared our forbidden love was doomed to a tragic end. But thanks to you and the Jedi Council, our story ends in joy.
Okay. And that'll be the end of it, then. And just gotta go talk to the John guy outside of the Enclave, and then I think we're ready to go to the next planet. Cool deal. To the courtyard. Da-da-da-da. Hey, yo.
Now those Mandalorians know what it's like to be hunted, but now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop it.
Found their leader. He's dead.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward
No need for reward.
Please take it. This pitiful amount. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to...
Yeah. Woo, 1,000 credits. Okay. So that quest is done. Alright, yep, that's all of the quests done for Dantooine. We did it. To the Event Hawk. Da-da-da-da. And let's see, go this way. Ba-weem-ba-wop-ba-weem-ba-wee. This is the galaxy map. Okay, I knew that bit already. Would Saoirse like to pick which planet I go to next? We got Tatooine, Korriban, Manan, and Kashyyyk. I don't think there's anything on Yavin. Don't really remember. Manan. We're gonna go for a swimmy swim on Manan. But since we're starting a big new important part of the series here, I'm gonna cut the episode off for now for the YouTube series, and I appreciate you guys watching thus far, and hope you tune in next time. Peace.